So without further ado, our first topic for the webinar today will be on the School Effectiveness Toolkit. The School Effectiveness Toolkit is our user-friendly toolkit which highlights the important school processes to guide our school heads in navigating the new normal. To provide more information on the toolkit, we have prepared a short video narrated by our resource speaker, Ms. Marian Efondo of the BHROD School Effectiveness Division. Let's watch and listen to this short video.
The COVID-19 pandemic drastically changed our lives in a span of 6 months. It changed the way we live, our day-to-day routine, and the way we interact with others, even with our families. While it is a health crisis, it has affected various sectors, including us, the education sector. The Department of Education, especially our schools, though experienced in addressing concerns and handling difficult situations, is tested by unprecedented issues brought by the COVID-19 outbreak. Who would imagine that in a short period of time, though teachers deliver lessons will transform, the typical interactive and spirit-filled classroom now feels unfamiliar. The joy of interacting with our learners, something that we look forward to every day, is being taken away. With 7 million learners, 800,000 teaching personnel, 100,000 non-teaching personnel, 40,000 schools, ensuring the delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education has been extra difficult but must continue. Learning continuity amidst the COVID-19 pandemic has been a tough struggle. That is why our stakeholders' engagement is crucial in ensuring that quality basic education is delivered. With only almost 1 week away from the opening of classes, we are getting nearer on seeing how learning continuity might look like. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought numerous challenges to various sectors in our country, and the basic education has not been spared. Though distance learning is not a new idea to DepEd, delivering quality basic education under a community quarantine with the physical restrictions is a big roadblock to our school stakeholders. In response to the need of a clear guidance to all offices, units, schools, and community learning centers of the department, a Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BLCP, has been adopted. The BLCP is a package of education interventions that will respond to challenges brought by COVID-19. It is guided by the following principles. 1. Health and safety. 2. Ensuring learning continuity. 3. Facilitating safe return of teaching and non-teaching personnel and learners to workplaces and schools. 4. Being sensitive to equity considerations and concerns. And 5. Linking and bridging the BLCP to DepEd Sulong Edukalidad and Futures Thinking in Education. With all the demands of the new normal, how can we further help the schools? The Bureau of Human Resource and Organizational Development School Effectiveness Division, together with the help of selected field personnel, has come up with a School Effectiveness Toolkit. The School Effectiveness Toolkit has 3 main objectives. First, it aims to strengthen the implementation of the BLCP by highlighting important school processes. Second, it hopes to build work confidence and ensure readiness by providing tips and guides in implementing different school activities. And lastly, it presents measures in ensuring health and safety of learners and school personnel. So what is a school effectiveness toolkit for? Primarily, it informs schools of relevant policies and activities that may influence their decision-making process. Second, it serves as a documentation tool, keeping track of schools' objectives. It also provides a menu of options that schools may want to adopt in strengthening support from their stakeholders. On the other hand, kindly take note that it does not intend to assess schools' BLCP and does not promote a do-over of schools' current work and preparations. To further support our schools in navigating the new normal, the School Effectiveness Toolkit is written as user-friendly as possible. It also contains tips and guides, best practices of the schools, and infographics using a suggestive tone that is made to be digestible for our readers. This toolkit is primarily for you, our dear school heads and teachers. It hopes to support you in implementing the BLCP as we push for learning continuity together. This may also be given to our parents, guardians, and other stakeholders to equip them with relevant information needed to better understand the context of our schools. Among the contents of the SET, the following topics are the highlights: task matrix, teacher quadrant, learner support, parent support, teacher support, school head support, curriculum delivery, and sample modular distance education. In the task matrix, we enumerated different areas and specific tasks of different key stakeholders and different governance levels. You can use this as a guide to make sure that all is set before the opening of classes. We also included tips and guides in strengthening learner support. School teachers, even our parents and guardians, can look and adopt suggested activities. Another highlight in the toolkit is the teacher support, where suggested preparation activities and practices on delivering different LDMs and taking care of oneself and of learners is being emphasized. One of the topics under teacher support is profiling our teachers, which provides context on our teachers' situation. This may help us in leveling our expectation as we work together to support learning continuity. Managing school is in itself an overwhelming job. Managing school amidst pandemic is a different issue. In this section, we will try to help you navigate the new normal by providing tips and reminders on how you can manage yourself as an individual, manage your teachers as an instructional supervisor, and eventually manage change responsive in today's crisis. Lifted from DM16 series of 2020, the curriculum delivery segment of the SET has consolidated the information on the suggested strategies in implementing distance learning education. To ensure our rights to education for all, the Learning Continuity Plan of ALS has also been included in SET. It covers topics on curriculum delivery, learning delivery, learning resources, learning assessment, project management, and enrollment process. To cultivate a culture of sharing of best practices, a sample process flow of modular distance education of STO Navotas, one of the pioneers of BLCP implementation, is being shared for our school heads to use as a guide and reference in crafting and documenting their own. We hope that you treat the School Effectiveness Toolkit as a source of ideas and inspiration, a reference guide, and a learning companion. sa nalalapit na pasukan, sana ay matulungan kayo ng SET na mas maging handa sa pagbibigay ng dekalidad, abot-kaya at napapanahong edukasyon habang sinisiguro na tayo ay ligtas sa pagtupad ng ating responsibilidad na walang bata ang maiiwan.